good morning, good afternoon, because we're starting morning this time. I'm here with Jason, another Home Service BC podcast. Hi, Jason. How you
Hey,
doing?
good morning. How are you?
I'm good, good. Thank you. All right. So today we're going to talk about TAG Pest Control. What do you guys do? How did the whole story started? Where do you specialize? And basically tell us a little bit your story.
Yeah, you betcha. TAG Pest Control started in the beginning of 2024. We specialize in basically we do it all. We do commercial, residential. We kind of honed our skills here with farms and just being a turkey farmer. We saw a need for other farmers were kind of doing it themselves and kind of struggling with the rodent populations getting higher and higher with the fact that the government took away our second generation poisons and different things like that. So that kind of led to me deciding to start up this business and reaching out to a lot of my friends and asking them if they needed a hand with their pest control. So that's how TAG Pest Control was started. A friend reached out, how are you doing your pest control? And it kind of a light bulb came on,
From
and
there. Okay.
we can help out with this. So
Awesome. So you started basically just with your friends. You had a need over there that you had yourself. It started basically from your personal need as a turkey farmer, and then basically you ask a friend, etc., etc. Okay, awesome. Is there any service that you specialize on? Is there anything that you're like, hey, this is our expertise? You do
well,
residential and also commercial.
yeah, our specialty is rodents, and we're really good at it. So getting out mice out of your crawl space or rats. Farms, we've been on farms where they've had populations of 20,000 mice, and we've been able to knock those right down. It took a while, but yeah,
Did
20,000
you
mice.
say? Did you say 20,000 mice?
Yeah, yeah, and you got to really
Okay.
think outside the box to make this happen and use all sorts of different applications. But yeah, so we've had some pretty nasty jobs, and
Yeah.
kind of rodents is what we did for the first year, strictly rodents, and now we do everything, bed bugs, cockroaches, everything.
Okay. So 20,000 mice. How did that happen? How did they let that be that?
With avian flu, this farmer in particular there wasn't able to get out his manure on time because the manure hauling guys were not going to each farm. There it was very strict biosecurity. So the manure in this particular farm, this layer farm, had actually doubled. It had been in there for 2 years, and so the rodents had burrowed and had nice little homes, and very hard to get rid of them. So we hit it really hard with trapping and baiting and just kind of, yeah, it was not too many pest control companies would do this type of work that we did. So we kind of specialize in that. But
Yeah.
during avian flu, we found that we couldn't bring on new farmers. We couldn't go and reach out to these farmers because nobody wanted us on their properties at that time, just due to biosecurity. So we started reaching out to restaurants and warehouses and really just started knocking on doors, and that became actually that's a big part of our business now. Whereas we thought we were going to really focus on farms, now it's everything. And
Okay. So basically now TAG Pest Control focus on residential and commercial pest control. So you guys offer a range of services, and it's, I guess, all over Lower Mainland. Do you have some specific areas that you're focusing?
yeah, we started out basically in Langley, Abbotsford, and Chilliwack, and started out with one truck, and just kind of service a lot of these farms out in the valley, and now we've just got into Vancouver, and we're servicing commercial, and now just started servicing residential in Vancouver. So basically everywhere from Chilliwack to Vancouver, um,
Okay.
we're servicing now.
Lower Mainland. And I like the story you just said about 20,000 mice, and nobody actually wanted to touch that because it shows also the team's personality and how you guys think and how you like, I would say you like taking some challenges there
Yeah, for
because,
sure. And that's the best part about this job is you're kind of you're a detective, and really it's you got to figure out different ways of doing this, and not every trick works the same. Um, so you got to think out of the
yeah.
box a lot, and our team loves that. And a lot of
Yeah, you also have to be a little bit brave because 20,000 mice are a little bit, the way that I see it is kind of like
yeah,
disgusting, I
yeah.
guess.
So we were
That
we
would be
were
the best way to
catching
say it.
we were catching 100 a day at first, for the first
Oh, wow.
month probably. So that nipped him out, and then eventually this farmer was able to get rid of all of his manure, ship everything out, and then we can really go in there and seal up everything, and really just start trapping and catching, and all the chickens were out at that stage, and all the manure got shipped out, and so got that right under control. But it takes time. We found that rats are easier than mice, to get rid of. It still takes a little bit of time too, but
Yeah.
that's easier. Mice just multiply so fast.
Okay. Now I'm a little bit, I have a little bit more information about your ward. It's awesome. So my understanding so far is that basically you had an issue with rat control, mice control in your farm. There were some issues with getting the right pesticide. You had a need, you called a friend, you teamed up, and you started basically helping other farms. But right now, TAG Pest Control offers services all over Lower Mainland, and you said mice and rat pest control are the main things that you started, but obviously right now you're doing everything, which is awesome. Okay, so, and I like the fact that for the 20,000 mice, that's like, wow. Okay, it's a huge undertaking. What's your number one tip for homeowners hiring a pest control company?
Um, maybe, yeah, take a look at their reviews. Make sure they're a credible company that comes out and does follow-ups. We've heard a lot of companies coming out and just setting up traps and kind of never being seen again. So we offer multiple follow-ups and make sure that the job gets done. That's a big thing. Another tip for homeowners is a lot of people will call up and we got a mouse. I think it's just one mouse. It's never just one mouse. Yeah, it's multiple mice. And
If you see one, you
yeah,
pretty much you can have five other ones. Okay, got
exactly,
that.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So you gotta be careful when you do that. Okay. Then I wanted to ask, have you seen any strange DIY fix from a homeowner or anyone that basically they try to do pest control themselves and
Yeah,
let's say didn't.
ki- we've seen a lot of different things. A lot of it is glue traps everywhere, making mazes of glue traps, and those kind of work. They don't work really well for rats. They do work for mice, but rats, they're pretty big. These Norway rats that we have in our region are pretty big, and they'll just carry away that sticky trap with them. Um, that's what we see a lot of, and then just some faulty exclusion work. So foaming with cheap Home Depot foam that the rats can chew through. You need certain special products for that. Um,
Otherwise, you're basically feeding them and they're going to grow even,
That's right.
even
They'll eat
more.
through that so fast. And yeah, so you got to go in with the right wire mesh and not buying the light duty stuff from Princess Auto. It's got to be 19 gauge or better. So yeah, just and quarter inch for mice. Mice can get in basically a hole about the size of a dime, and rats are about
Yeah.
the hole the size of a quarter. So always kind of have that in mind, that anything the size of a dime just underneath your door sweeps everything. Those mice can get in, no problem.
Okay. Well, we learned something new here. So hopefully people are going to see the video. They're going to make a decision here and they're going to say, okay, well, I shouldn't do that. Or I
Y-
should do that. And maybe they call tag pest
Yeah,
control.
so using the sticky traps is fine. They're out there. They work for mice. But basically, what we'll do is we'll come in and we'll do a whole program of baiting and trapping, and we also have live trapping if that's requested from the customer. We've got
Yeah.
some pretty neat live traps that we can release them, but yeah. So
So you started, you said approximately 2 years ago?
correct. Yeah.
Okay. And now how many trucks do you have?
We've got 5 trucks now,
Five
and
trucks. Okay. That's
yeah,
awesome.
we
That
got
that shows growth. So you can service anyone, commercial, residential, anywhere in Lower Mainland. Awesome.
yeah, you
Okay.
betcha. Yeah.
What are your future plans? How do you see, I guess, the business going in the next 5 years and the industry going for the next 5 years?
Yeah. So future plans is kind of just there's quite the issue happening in areas like White Rock and Surrey and Vancouver, everywhere, with rodent populations getting out of control. So really, we're going to be partnering with these communities, and just we've got some pretty cool new products that we've brought in from other areas of the world, even, and that's working out well out there that haven't really been used here. So we've used them at feed mills. We have most of the commercial feed mills here in the valley, just being my background is farming, turkey farming,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so we were able to go approach a few big feed mills and poultry processing plants and take care of their issues there with the new products that we have, and it's shown to really kind of work where other companies can come in and not quite get the job done. We were able to come in and use these other techniques and really get it. So I see just partnering up with other communities, more communities now, and maybe working with the cities to get these parks and get these areas under control.
Yeah. And you have first-hand experience when it's come to the farms because you have your own farm. So you had also the problem. Now you're providing also the solution. So that is awesome. Now, I ask everybody about artificial intelligence because AI is changing everything, not
Mhm.
just for what I'm doing in marketing, but I think it's changing everything in every business. So how is AI affecting your job, if it's affecting your job, and how do you currently use it?
Yeah, so AI. Well, it's not quite AI what we're going to be looking at today. What we have somebody coming in from Bell Laboratories, so they sell product and bait stations, and they're actually coming in at 10 o'clock this morning. It's in a few hours from now, and showing me some new products that's being used around North America here with sensors. So these sensors you put in bait stations, and it tracks every time a mouse or rat walks inside the bait station. So we don't
Okay.
have to service every single station, which is good if you're in a big Amazon plant or one of these big plants and your technicians walking around for hours. We can cut down the cost of that and pass that
Okay.
on to the customer. So we're going to be implementing that here at JD Farms, and just being able to track that and trying it out here, and also for farms, with this avian flu thing that's running in the Fraser Valley, especially right now.
Yeah.
Farmers don't want us to come onto their properties, so this is a way for us
Yeah.
to make sure that everything's um, going smoothly and we can track it. And if we need to go on, because it is an essential service, they want these rodents are carriers of different diseases,
Mhm.
and avian flu being one of them. So we want to make sure that we can get on there. If the rodents are getting into the bait stations, we'll go on there and we'll replace the snap traps
Okay.
or the baits that are in there. So that's a little bit of, I don't know if that's artificial intelligence, but it's
That's more
yeah,
automation, but I think
automation. Yeah,
AI, I guess you might be using in your work if you're using, for example, I don't know, ChatGPT to do some email communication or Gemini, or you're doing call tracking, whatever you're doing that uses AI to analyze data or for communication.
yeah,
Basically, I see that almost everybody's using that. Okay. Maybe in the future you can talk to, I don't know, AI tag, and that is gonna tell you, we today we catch 1,000 mice here, five there, whatever that's going to be. Who knows
yeah,
how the technology is going to go?
yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, let me ask you rapid fire questions. Let's. Uh, this is going to be the fun and light part of our podcast. Okay, coffee or tea?
Oh, coffee all day long.
Coffee. Favorite BC getaway spot?
Sorry?
Favorite BC getaway spot?
BC gateway spot.
Where you
My
like to go out usually, or go for a few days?
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, we love Osoyoos. We go to
So
Osoyoos
yes.
every summer, and that's my favorite spot to go with the family. And
I love it.
yeah.
There's a
There's
restaurant
also a
there.
lake called Loon Lake that I also go to every year and do fishing there. I love that spot. That's past Cass Creek and 70
That's
mile-ish
awesome.
area. So yeah.
Yeah, I've been. I love Australia as well. As well, by the way. Funniest customer request you ever had,
Um, we had
or strange if it's not funniest.
Yeah. Oh man. And there's always different requests every day and funny ones, but oh man, I can't think of too many, but one request we get a lot is yeah, I'm just
It's
trying to
okay.
think.
We can talk about something else. Let's talk.
Okay.
I got another question about AI. Um, if AI took over one task in your business, which one would you happily give it? Let's say you have an AI tool, whatever it's in, like, hey, you get and do this.
Yeah, well, scheduling, scheduling would be nice, and yeah, being able to reach out to, I guess, the customers and letting them know that we're going to be there in an hour or two, or just scheduling for the next week.
Yeah.
And there is those programs out there. We haven't found the right one yet, but we're working on it. So
Okay, scheduling automation, I would say. Okay, got it. And then,
scheduling our technicians and just
yeah,
the jobs that we have, and just
and optimizing for the route. That totally makes sense.
exactly, yeah, route optimization is huge, and we're just implementing some of that right now.
Apart from catching mice and killing rats and everything related to that, what else do you do outside of your work?
Oh, outside my work, well, we have a yeah, we have a farm. So my family works actively on our turkey farms, and so we do a lot of that. That's not outside of work. That is work, but
That
we
is the
do
work.
enjoy working as a family and kind of cleaning up the yard. And well, I enjoy it, and
Yeah.
cleaning up the yard and doing all that stuff. But other than that, just a lot of family activities. Basketball with my youngest son. Yeah, and weightlifting with my middle son, and just hanging out with my
Sweet.
eldest son, and yeah, and just talking about what their interests are, and yeah, and love going out for dinners, and taking little drives into, yeah, just taking hour drives and going into Whistler or whatever, and taking day trips. Yeah,
Awesome. And then last
golfing at House of
question.
Golf. That's always
Oh
fun.
yeah, we got also golf. No,
Yeah,
yeah, we play golf, so we got
yeah.
that. And the last question is, if homeowners or businesses want to connect with you, what's the best way to find you? Where should they look for phone
Yeah,
number, email?
yeah. Best way is just reach me at info@tagpestcontrol.com, and you can also just look at our website there at tagpestcontrol.com. Give us a call at 604-928-2248. And
We're gonna add the details on the video description.
perfect. Yeah,
So
no,
don't
just reach out and we'll get out there same day or next day. And we've got an awesome team that's very responsive. So
No, awesome. So you basically have also emergency
yeah,
pest control services. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so basically, website is going to be number one, and then on the website, they can find all the information regarding
yeah, you betcha.
how to connect with you. Awesome. Well, thank you, Jason. Thank you for your tips. So hopefully, homeowners got some information here and some good insights. And yeah, it was a pleasure talking to you.
Thanks, Mario. Yeah, take
All
care.
right. Thank you. Have a good one.
Thanks.
Bye.